Well, welcome to a beautiful, beautiful evening. All of you are making it a beautiful evening. I'm Laura Moritz, and I'll be your host tonight as we name the recipient of the Impact Award designed to honor an individual whose work aligns with the Kauffman Foundation's mission and exemplifies the visionary leadership of its founder, Ewing Marion Kauffman. Mr. Kauffman had a leadership style that was enduring, and it was very people-centered, very people-focused. And we're very grateful tonight to have archived footage of Mr. K so we can hear his message in his own voice.
It used to be that the head of the organization was the intellectual one and who made all the decisions, who came up with the good ideas, the good thoughts, the good suggestions. That's not true anymore. Today you will find that at all levels that there's ability that you should be drawing on. People of today are much more intelligent, much more capable, much more independent. And you're a damn fool if you don't draw on that. Draw on the ability of all people. A leader is one who has attributes that he walks as he talks. You can tell people that you're going to do certain things, that you're going to be honest with them, that you have integrity. But talk doesn't mean anything unless you really put it into action. In other words, your action means much more than your words. You must live what you preach and do it right and do it often, day after day.
Good evening, good evening. My name is Dr. DeAngela Burns-Wallace, and I am the president and CEO of the Ewing Marion Kauffman Foundation. Please know that every time I say that, I am thankful, I am excited, I am humbled, and most importantly, I am honored to stand in this seat. Tonight, we welcome you to the Kauffman Uncommon Leaders Impact Awards. So, my team knows I go off script. They scripted me, there's a teleprompter. Y'all just hold on, I know my strat comms is like here, yep. But I have to say, I have to tell you that the Kauffman Uncommon Leader, the idea, the thought, the concept was just that. It was, how do we elevate voices? How do we tell more stories of the impact that is happening in community? How do we use the platform that is the Ewing Marion Kauffman Foundation to use our voice to amplify the voices that are having impact? That is why this was created. It was created to recognize individuals whose work, I'm going back on script, y'all. Stay with me. Yes. So it was to recognize individuals whose work drives meaningful change in communities. These leaders embody the legacy of Ewing Marion Kauffman. They advance equity, innovation, economic mobility in powerful and many times unrecognized ways. As we thought about this award, we started with our non-C-suite employees. These are those individuals that are on the ground, transforming lives, communities, without fanfare, sometimes without recognition, and without the big titles, but with the big impact. This award matters because the challenges facing our communities today demand not only visionary leaders, it also demands inclusive and responsive leadership. The Uncommon Leader Impact Award uplifts those who step toward humanity, creativity, commitment, and often they're working out of the spotlight to address systemic barriers. They're building community, and they create belonging. These leaders reflect the values that Mr. K championed throughout his life: service, equity, innovation, and deep investment in the well-being of Kansas City. From the start, this award was intentionally shaped by the people it is aimed to serve. The process to design and launch the Kauffman Uncommon Leader Award involved deep listening and collaboration with community leaders, nonprofit staff, and residents all across Kansas City. The insights directly influenced how the award was structured, from the eligibility criteria and the application design to what types of contributions should be recognized and rewarded. Community input affirmed the importance of centering non-executive staff whose impact is often critical and under-acknowledged. It also reinforced the need to make the nomination and application process as accessible and supportive as possible. The award and the entire process were designed to amplify the stories and the voices of the individuals who make a difference. We hope you saw that through the social media campaigns, the media placements, the storytelling. And if you haven't visited the finalist showcase on the second floor, please do so before you leave tonight. But it was also designed to support these leaders and their organizations with a financial investment to enable them to continue and to elevate their work. That component was intentional as well. This first year of the award launch has been profound. It has been amazing. It has been well beyond our dreams. It reflects the collective strength and the commitment that exists in Kansas City. I have to take a moment, as Mr. K always did, to thank those who have helped to make this possible. To our nominators and recommenders, thank you for recognizing the impact of those around you. Without your voice, we would not know about these leaders. To all of our nominees, your work is inspiring. You are the reason this award exists. To the community members, especially our panel of external evaluators who contributed their time, ideas, feedback in shaping this effort, thank you. To the Kauffman Foundation team members who helped to shape this process. So I'll be clear, a vision and an idea. I sit in rooms and I get to be the visionary. I'm like, what if we? And how about let's? And then individuals on the team have to figure out how to deliver that, right? How to turn a night like this, where I said, now, I love our community. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, I am at all galas and events. And I was like, and they are beautiful. And we are usually sitting around the table, 10 to a table. We have beautiful glassware. There's a dais up front. The program lasts about 3.5 hours. The chicken is a little bit rubbery. It is great. It is a celebration. It is all things. I love it. But we are uncommon. So we weren't doing that tonight. So to Andrea, Rajane, Tanya, Jenny, and Amy, thank you. That is the leads on my foundation team, but the entire foundation stood up. Thank you. I have to give a shout out to my board because, you know, I work for them. But more importantly, I give this shout out because they believed and allowed us to dream and to do something uncommon and bold and different, and not just give an award, but to put the dollars with it that help to amplify the work. There are partners that help bring our vision to life. Platinum XP for this beautiful event. Thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing our vision to life. To Blue Coffee Pictures for taking the soul of the stories that you will see in a minute of these individuals and sharing them. Your video portraits have helped share the impact of them. To Royce Diamond LLC The immersion audio experience that you see in the finalist showcase, it is powerful, it is inspiring, and it is more than we thought was possible. And finally, to this venue, the team here, the artists, the caterers, the vendors, all who made this night beautiful, thank you for helping to create an atmosphere that feels as special as the people we are here to honor. So as we celebrate tonight, we do so with immense pride in all who are participating. This is more than an award, it is a movement to redefine leadership, to celebrate humility and impact, and to build a region where everyone can rise. Thank you for joining us, and I turn it back over to Laura to introduce our nominees.
That was awesome. Let's give another round of applause. DeAngela, you are inspiring, very inspiring. I get so excited about this because in the stories that we tell at Channel 9, every night we have what we call helpers on our newscasts, and they're the people in our community that are always helping in their neighborhoods, helping in their communities, and tonight just exemplifies that and just moves this movement forward. So I absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm excited to share more about the 5 finalists. But first, let's take a moment to acknowledge each of the people who were nominated by this award. You can see the names scrolling on the screens behind me, names that represent people from all across Kansas City, all across the region, from organizations that serve our community in countless ways. This evening is about celebrating. It's a celebration. It's about honoring those who lead not for recognition, but because their communities need them. Those who push for equity, they push for innovation, they push for economic mobility in bold and very meaningful ways. These are the leaders that Mr. K would be very, very proud of. These are our uncommon leaders. This inaugural year, we were blown away by the community response. This is the first year. We received more than 30 nominations from across the Kansas City region. 300. I made that up. 300. I mean, it was right in the teleprompter. I just made it up. And this is 300 stories of absolute resilience, courage, brilliance, change-making people, all submitted by people who said, this person matters. Their work matters. Their leadership deserves to be seen. And of those 300 nominations, 154 completed full applications. And to all of the nominees in the room, you are the heart of this work. You are doing the daily, sometimes invisible labor of progress. I want to highlight that. And we see you for the progress that you are making. And you know what? We celebrate you. Please don't forget that. Yes. And out of the 154 completed applications, a group of 12 semifinalists rose to the top. These are individuals whose stories of service, leadership, and innovation deeply moved our review committee and exemplified the values of this award. So let's take a moment to acknowledge our semifinalists who are here tonight. And as I read your names, please stand and remain standing. And I guess if you want to come to the stage, can they come to the stage? Yeah? Okay, just come. The stage is small. We don't want anyone to fall off. So just come up. Come and join me up here. So then we can all see you, because it's kind of dark in the audience. We're just like, I'm going off script, so I probably won't be invited back next year. Theo Bunch. Kiva Gorman. Candace Ladd. Dr. Michael Moncure. Katie Nixon, Alejandra Perez, and Lily Wilson. We are celebrating all of you tonight. Thank you so much. Each of you represents something very, very powerful about this region and the possibilities of leadership grounded in love and in justice and in action, and we are proud to lift you up and celebrate you tonight. So, thank you. And now we are honored to introduce our 5 finalists for the Kauffman Uncommon Leader Award. Now, these 5 individuals have not only inspired us, they have pushed us. They've pushed us to think differently about how change can happen, how it does happen, and how we can drive that. Each finalist has been selected for their deep impact, their alignment with the values of Ewing Marion Kauffman, and their unwavering commitment to their communities. So let's take a closer look at these remarkable leaders.
Every person at Big Brothers Big Sisters has their why. And my why is my father. My father had a mentor who was in his corner that completely changed the trajectory of his life. So every day I wake up, and my why is because I know mentorship matters. And I know it's because of my father that I get up, go and do the work that I do, try my hardest to find mentors for kids who just want someone in their corner to be their biggest defender of potential. I love being in the community. I love being able to bring people together and make connections. You know, I look at myself as Anna first. I'm Anna, a Latina woman from Tyler, Texas, who calls Kansas City home and just wants to do good, be a good person, and I want us all to win.
When I was in high school, I dealt with depression and anxiety, and music was a lifeline for me. When I came into a Rebel Song Academy program that Artist Mentorship was running, I came into a room where a bunch of youth were being vulnerable and talking about heavy subjects in their life, but doing it through the vehicle of music. I'm walking into that space and seeing that I had to be a part of the programming. We are based out of Northeast Kansas City, which is one of the most diverse communities and neighborhoods in Kansas City. Some youth come to our programming like struggling with their mental health. Some are not struggling with mental health. We kind of have our programming as an outlet for students so they can express themselves. And it's just really cool to be able to see some of these students grow over this time. Seeing them like out in the community and playing shows and keep growing and sticking around the programming, I'm very proud of that.
Everybody deserves the same dignity when it comes to accessing health care. Staying in one place at one site and telling people to come to us didn't work. We have a mobile medical unit that goes out in the community several days a week to be able to bring that care to their front door. There's so many moments when I've seen my patients come from living in tents and using substances and coming in for help, and this just beautiful slow progression of feeling better and feeling like they're achieving something. And when they feel good, it feels so good to me. That's the best part of my job, is I'm there as a tool for my patients to use to get to the healthiest place that they can.
The only way to build trust in the community is to be out there in the community and let them see that you're in the community with them and help them understand that you're not going to leave, that this is who you are. Giving back to the community turned into how can we make Wyandotte County be the best and most beautiful version of itself that it could be. We have this community advisory board that we have got some funding, and I asked the people what did they want to do, and they wanted to do free laundry events. We had laundry events for over 2 years that were free without any barriers for the people. Every good thing starts small. It takes 1 or 2 people that's willing to make a change. The people who didn't have clean laundry may not have been able to get a job. I do it to honor the people who have gone on before me, to give a pathway to the people that's coming behind me.
I love people, and I need to be involved in the lives of people making a difference. There are many communities who have not had equitable access to the same resources that people who look like me do. I'm hearing new ideas and new concepts all the time. It's fun to be able to say, no, there is nothing standing in the way of you going out and trying to solve this problem and seeing how people respond to it. When I can see that what I'm doing is making a difference in people's lives and I see people coming together, I'm a big collaborator, but it's something that I feel really good about, is being able to just bring people together and connect them to one another and to the resources that they need.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so please join me in celebrating our 5 incredible finalists for the Kauffman Uncommon Leader Impact Award.
Small Business Development Center at UMKC. Dr. Rachel Melson from Swope Health Services. Anna Mungia from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Kansas City. Kimberly Weaver from Community Health Council of Wyandotte.
All right, please come forward. These finalists represent just the heart of the award. These are leaders who don't wait for permission to act. They step in, they show up, they change lives, not with titles, not with recognition, but with deep purpose and just relentless creativity and unwavering commitment to our community. Oh my gosh, we thank you. To be a finalist tonight means something very powerful. It means your work matters and it resonates deeply within our community. And we believe that you represent the kind of change that we need. It means your leadership stands out, not because it's loud, but because it's lasting. It's lasting in our community. And it's because you're solving problems that others have overlooked. You're building bridges where others have not, and they built barriers instead. And doing it with integrity, with compassion, and you're doing it with courage. And we appreciate that. You've inspired us not only to do it through what you do, but it's how you do it that we love and deeply appreciate. And your organizations, your teams, and your mission are better for it. And in fact, our city is much better for what you do. So let's give them a round of applause. We celebrate you tonight. You guys can make your way to your seats. Thank you so much for your work and your impact. Thank you, thank you. Now, as they are seated, let's listen briefly to how these finalists describe in their own words what it means to be an uncommon leader.
Anybody can make a difference in their community and lead in their own kind of way. There's no template for that. You don't have to be the mayor to lead, you know? You can lead your neighborhood, you can lead your community.
I think an uncommon leader is somebody who looks at problems with just a different lens and sees problems as an opportunity to create change and lasting change, not only for an individual, but a systems level change.
I'm the program director, but I've never done curriculum writing before doing this. I have never taught in a classroom before doing any of this work. I feel like it takes a kind of an uncommon person to be like, I'm gonna go do this without knowing anything at all and just diving in.
I know that my voice is at these tables because I'm loud. I'm willing to be that voice. But the real joy in being an uncommon leader is seeing people who may not feel like they would be able to have their voices heard come to the table with me, bringing them along with me.
Being an uncommon leader to me is people who are doing the work not because they are expecting anything, people who are truly in it for the greater good of the community, people who are in it with heart and love and passion.
Okay, so I'm now joined on stage with Dr. Burns-Wallace, so you know what this means. Just like the Grammys, I was handed the envelope with the awardee's name. It is not in my scripts. No, I was very nervous about that because I told him, I'm like, do not put it in the script and do not tell me ahead of time. I cannot hold that secret. I'll blow it. Okay, and now, from hundreds of nominations and 5 extraordinary finalists, the award recognizes one individual whose leadership is transforming their community in bold, meaningful, and lasting ways. On behalf of the Ewing Marion Kauffman Foundation, I am honored to recognize the recipient of the 2025 inaugural Kauffman Uncommon Leader Impact Award. And the winner is Dr. Rachel Melson.
Thank you. I'm going to try to get through this without crying. I'm not a crier, but man, it's hitting me right now. Thank you to the Kauffman Foundation for this incredible honor. I am deeply grateful, and I accept this on behalf of my patients, our community partners, and our colleagues who make this amazing work possible. It means more. It means more than I can express in words, because the work that we're being recognized for tonight is not abstract, it's not theoretical, it's human. It's important, and it's happening every day in our city. While this award celebrates uncommon leadership, homelessness is far too common. And for the people we serve in the Swope Health Outreach Clinic, homelessness is not just a housing status, it's a health risk. Our patients face higher rates of chronic disease, HIV, hepatitis C, mental illness, substance use, and trauma more than almost any other population. But the greatest wound that they often carry is invisibility. It has always been my mission that when someone walks into our clinic or steps onto our mobile medical unit, that they no longer feel invisible, that they are seen and they are heard, and that they are cared for with dignity and empathy and humanity. Our goal is to make our patients feel seen and our care visible in every interaction. Because healthcare is not just about treating illness, it's about treating the whole person and helping to restore parts that the world has overlooked. Innovation in our program has never been about shiny tools or big budgets. It's been about listening deeply and responding without hesitation. We took barriers and turned them into bridges. When patients told us they couldn't get to care, we put care on wheels. When COVID shut down services in many parts of the city, we found new ways to connect through telehealth and through COVID testing events. When our patients weren't able to access HIV prevention or hepatitis C treatment, we redesigned workflows and created new programs to keep their care where they felt safe. When people were freezing on bus routes and in encampments, we set up drives and events to collect hats and gloves to help prevent frostbite. Sometimes innovation is a simple act. Sometimes the most innovative act is refusing to accept that the status quo is good enough. And our outcomes prove that compassion is a strategy and it's our strength. When accessible and human-centered care is accessible, people heal. They reconnect with family, they stabilize in recovery, they get housed and they return to work. They begin to imagine a future that they were once told or believed that wasn't possible. That is equity. That is mobility. That is the power of seeing somebody as fully human. But no one does our work alone. Our impact is the product of extraordinary collaboration with case managers and shelter partners, and oh my gosh, so many people in this room tonight. Our street medicine teams, our public health agencies, and a clinic staff who show up with full hearts every day. I share this recognition with every member of my team, our case management partners, and with leaders at Swope Health, including our CEO, Jaren Raven, and Dr. Naomi Jamal, who have continued to believe in me and in my team and in this important work. Swope Health has served Kansas City for over 50 years and has had a healthcare for the homeless program since 1987. I am proud to continue Swope Health's legacy of caring for this community. When I think about the future, my dream is simple, that we lift our community so high that our outreach clinic is no longer needed in its current form because stability has become the norm, not the exception. And when that day comes, we'll pivot, as we always do, and we'll find the next great need. When I was a child, my granny taught me a poem that has guided me in my life of service. It says, "I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do." Every day, I have the honor and the opportunity to get to do my something in this community, and it's the privilege of my life. Thank you to my team, my amazing husband, Alec, my two beautiful sons who are at their grandparents tonight, Hudson and Everett, and to my parents, Mark and Charlotte, and to the incredible finalists and semifinalists whose work beyond inspires me. And thank you again to the Kauffman Foundation for honoring the belief that when we lead with compassion and innovation and community, we can transform lives. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What an incredible evening. Filled with joy, excitement, hope, and inspiration. Let me say congratulations, Dr. Rachel, and to all of our finalists and semifinalists. Please know that your stories moved us. Your work inspires us, and your leadership defines this award, this community, and our future. Thank you to everyone who made tonight so special. Your presence here tonight, filling every corner of this room. It is a reminder that this community believes in lifting each other up. I have to give a special shout out. Laura and I met, we were at a lunch and we're passing and someone introduced us. And she said, I'd like to sit down with you. And I was like, well, come have lunch with me. So she came over to the foundation. I think it took us a couple of months between our schedules. And she came over to the foundation and we had lunch. And we're sitting in the conference room talking, and she's telling me about some of the work that she does and some of the documentaries that she has done about unsung heroes who are doing impactful things in the community. And they had just released a series a few months before. And she's telling me the stories, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I had one of my moments. And I said, well, let me tell you about what we're getting ready to launch. And oh, by the way, would you be willing to host for us? And I extended that invitation not lightly, because you can see what we were envisioning, but because of the work that you do, the way you amplify voices and see people in this community, we say thank you to you as well. From our foundation back to Kansas City, thank you and enjoy the rest of your night.